Hi guys, what is going on? I actually have a few things to show you today. So last episode was kind of I don't know. I spent 10 minutes talking about one block somehow, and it was quite impressive. I knew I could waffle, but that was next level. But today I actually do have some good things to show you. So I'm going to start over off in this corner. Actually, as you can see, I've tidied up the basement. Made this wall look pretty, I guess. It looks the same as all the others. But on the machine side, I've now got an osmium compressor. I basically needed this to, compress osmium. But yeah, I needed it to make a new little toy, which I'll show you in a second. So that's a nice new addition to this wall of machines. If you also look at this block as well, the alloy smelter, we've upgraded it. This used to be a simple alloy smelter, and it's now, it's now an alloy smelter. And then I've also put the double layer capacitor in, so it's not quite the basic one, it's a level above. And we've built these two machines to make what we've got in the basement. Yeah, we've got a digital miner from Mechanism, and this is yeah, it's very nice. I won't lie to you. I've been messing around with it a little bit, and I really like it. So let me tell you about how it works real quick. Okay, so basically, you start by placing it down, and you supply it with power, and also, you know, probably an inventory to put stuff in, right? I have a chest behind this wall. As you can see, we've got some cable facades here. That's because there's an AE cable which runs up here to our main applied energistics line, and it pulls items out. But basically what you do is you'll be seen with this screen when you place it down, and you want to head over to the config, right? And then in here there's some pretty important stuff, I guess. So this is the radius. This is like the footprint, right? The width by length where you're gonna be mining. So from where this machine is, it looks in a 32 block radius, which is the maximum, at least at the moment. I'm not sure if you can upgrade it. Would be quite overpowered if you could, I guess. And then you've got the Y coordinate, or the height, right? So the minimum it will mine down to is 0, so bedrock, and then currently it's set to 60. That's just because I haven't changed it. But we're also at Y level 50, so anything Y60 is above, right? And then above is probably just cobblestone, dirt, maybe a bit of copper and tin, but I'm not quite looking for that at the moment. So, you know, important to remember that. So currently I've got it set to look for diamonds and iron. Iron's just a pretty common one. And I actually haven't started it since I've put diamonds in here. So I'm going to be very interested to see how that goes. Previously I had gold in there because I was kind of struggling for gold. And I also had the idea of switching to golden apples for food. I thought that might be a good idea. But we currently only have 71 golden ingots, and I think I've mined most of the gold in the area. I'm not too sure about that. But it was starting to say, like, to mine was pretty low. So I think that means how much of that ore there is to mine in the radius, right? That you've said it. But if we go ahead and give this a cheeky start, you can see there's 1,279 blocks for it to mine. And I'm not sure if that is just diamonds, or I'm pretty sure it's going to be diamonds and iron. It will also drain power pretty quickly, as you can see. Yeah, it is very power hungry, so I have to keep turning it off and on. And it's also why there's an energy cell right next to it. And I've also upgraded it to output 9,000 RF per tick. But if we're looking here, you can see, you know, diamonds are stacking up. Sadly not while I was looking at it. But yeah, it will be mining diamonds, and also, as you can see here, it's mining iron as well. So, very nice. This will replace my quarry. So my quarry hasn't been turned on in a while. And for the foreseeable future, I will just be using this. Basically turn it on and using it whenever I need it. And then in the future, hopefully we'll get into quantum quarries, which I think are very nice. So just a quick side note, that miner has already been turned off, and then I ran upstairs. If you go in here, you can see from the last segment, it's already mined 4 diamonds just by running for under a minute. So yeah, it's a very nice machine to have. It's quite expensive. It does require a few diamonds and a few processes from Mechanism. But yeah, it is a block or machine very worth getting. These things here are quite expensive as well. I can't remember how many diamonds I used to get this, but there was a fair few in the process, but I don't regret it at all. Okay, so I've just run over to the two little farms we've got set up, and I finally got around to lighting them up. I realised it was a bit dumb of me not to be lighting these up, because it means they just don't grow at night. And you know, I'm not always sleeping through the night, I'm somewhere elsewhere, or sometimes there's too many people on the server to always sleep through the night. So yeah, a lot of the time these weren't growing. But I've actually changed the farm slightly, and you might be able to see on this one. I've put this one back to only be 2 types of saplings, so oak and spruce. This is purely because basically the birch just wasn't keeping up. Birds are bloody loud in this game. The birch wasn't keeping up, and it was also starting to make the other saplings struggle. I was noticing even spruce was depleting in the barrel in the basement. It went from about 2.7k to about 900. So I decided to put this back to how it was before we added birch. So now hopefully we will sustainably get oak and spruce saplings, and we won't have to worry about it. As this block gave it away, you can also see we've added carrots to this one. This is no longer just wheat. In fact, there's no wheat here at all. We're currently planting potatoes and carrots. Now, I thought potatoes were amazing. I've had this running for a fair amount of time, and I was getting a decent amount of potatoes. But I'm not quite sure what's happening now. It looks like we're only getting carrots out of it, or like we're only getting enough carrots to overflow and go into here. Oh, okay, we are getting potatoes. Nice. I think that's the first time I've seen this at 4 items, which is what I'm trying to achieve here. Because my reactors are really starting to struggle. But yeah, as you can see, like most of these items are good. Like there's this one could do with 1 more, and then okay, I just got that carrot. But yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on this. It hasn't been running for too long, to be fair, so I don't want to be you know, making snap judgments or decisions. But I would really like to see this staying at 4 items constantly. But for now, it looks like we're pretty much guaranteed 3 items now, which is very nice. That's something we didn't even have before with the pure wheat farm. So hopefully this is a step in the right direction. I've also been thinking about making a cactus farm. I've just been kind of collecting cactus as we go. I think I've got about 80 in my storage now. So I might make a vanilla cactus farm maybe, and yeah, pipe the items over as well. I've also been thinking about adding some kind of mob farm maybe. Maybe getting a squid farm going up. I've never actually made a squid farm, so that could be interesting. A little project, because this does accept ink sacs. So that could be nice. As well as I've been thinking about making a pig or cow farm. Maybe both. With this mod as well, right? So Industrial 4 going. Because then I can harvest the... sounds a bit weird. But I can harvest their sewage, right? And I can turn that into... I believe it's... I think it's just called fertilizer, right? And then we can fertilize this, and it should make it way quicker. The issue is, if we then want to get into breeding the animals, and then like slaughtering them and getting the, I think it's called pig slime or something, pink slime, something like that, from the mod, we will also need to grow wheat, right, to then breed those animals. And I don't know if we'll produce enough fertilizer to go back into the wheat farm, and then also to have enough to do this as well. So, but that's something to think about in the future. I will probably go ahead. I mean, there's some good space down there next to this building that we could put maybe a pig farm. So I might do that. I mean, when you see this right outside your base, it's almost like you're being asked to make a squid farm. The issue is, if I make a squid farm, I'm pretty sure I will need to fill in this lake. Because basically, squid spawn in whatever water they can find, right? So to make my squid farm more efficient, I will have to, yeah, fill this in so they can no longer spawn here, and therefore they are more likely to spawn in my mob spawner kind of thing. My squid farm, right? So that might be something to think about, because I do kind of like having this here. I think it makes the area look nicer. Oh god, I'm being visited by Tyke. So yeah, something to think about, I guess. And just before I wrap up the video here, I just want to point out that I actually found some Osram ore. It took me forever in the Nether. I was basically strip mining in the Nether. It was the weirdest thing I've ever done. I never thought I'd be strip mining in the nether. But here we are. And I actually have some Osram here, which is, well, it's very nice. Because I am one step closer. I'm not even close yet, but I am one step closer to getting some interesting alloys from Tinker's Construct, right? The more advanced ones, or the alloying add-on mod. I'm gonna take some time to go through all of these different liquids and see what they're good for, if they're weapons, armor, or tools, or what have you, and if they're any better than what I have currently. And then hopefully we can make some very interesting tools and stuff in the future. I've just noticed this. This looks very cool. Meteorite fluid. Huh. Make IOs. Interesting. But currently my plan is to work towards Diorite for the higher mining level, right? That's kind of where I'm going with it at the moment. But we'll see if that's where things take us. So currently I have Osram. I still need to work on Fractum, Seismum. Seismum? I don't know. Seismum? I don't know. Someone's mum. And then also Tribarium or Triberium. Something like that. To then get Diorite. Which with this, we can then mine a higher tier and we can start mining Diorite, I think. So this is Diorite and I think there's Diorite. To, you know, keep things nice and confusing. Yeah, I think it's Diorite. Nice. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing daily videos. I might switch to every other day or like 3 a week or something like this. Just because at the moment I'm making progress just for these videos. Whereas I would rather be making progress on stream and then catching you guys up on YouTube. So that's going to be the idea moving forward. And with that, I shall probably see you in the next 2 days, maybe, with the next episode. I'm not too sure. We'll see. It might be Monday, the next one. But anyway, guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Are we gonna play now? Ready for the show? I'm about to take down, you already know. Get the fuck out of my face now, yeah, you gotta go. Man, I'm on the chase now, leave me on my own. I got a chance to break now.